EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
He was brought down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up
from just shy of midfield. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. There goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Goff. Quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams.
Touchdown.
Tyler Higbee. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And only able
to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week, off to a really, really hot start.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Throwing here, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears' 1st down.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jonathan Jones.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
First down, Chicago.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's Leonard Floyd with a tackle, a man who used to be with the Chicago Bears.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Bears defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. Comes Cohen. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the toss, this is Jim Brown. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On first down, Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And he's going to be held down inside the 20 at the 15. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point good by Prater. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And out.
Are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 14th touchdown now on the year. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
David Montgomery, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Number 23.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass.
Fake it from deep in their own territory, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run. But it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They try again with Cohen. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking a touchback
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They can't even get a play off. after the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.